Ladies and gentlemen, put your dancing boots on. It's time for Billy Bowles' Swinging Country on KSSL, a truly authentic country music radio program, bringing you the official music of Texas Western Swing and the very best in real traditional country music, Western and country gospel by today's independent artists, with lots of fiddles and steel because dang, we love the twang. And of course, now and then a good touch of the classics. Billy Bowles, winner of the coveted Academy of Western Artists Will Rogers Award for Disc Jockey of the Year 2012, inducted into the prestigious Cowtown Society of Western Music Heroes Hall of Fame, and Disc Jockey of the Year 2013, inducted into the Elite Northwest Western Swing Music Society Hall of Fame in 2014, inducted into the Texas Western Swing Hall of Fame 2015. And now, here's Billy Bowles, coming to you from 107.3, 94.1, and streaming around the world at KSSLFM.com.
Well, howdy do, friends, and welcome to Swinging Country. And I appreciate you joining us today. Also want to thank last week's guest. We had Dina Wood with AWA Corner, Sparkling Kathy Jewell, and Bobby Flores. Great show last week, and we got one in store for you again this week. Got a couple of guests today, and also got 6 recordings to world radio premiere a little later in the show from Carl Vaughn. But let's kick it off right now with Tommy Thomsen, Cowboy Joe Babcock, Jimmy Burson and Texas in the Swing, and Gil Prather.
Thomas it is.
I laugh when I think how I cried over you, cried over dreams that weren't meant to come true. I smile 'cause I know that it's better this way, 'cause I found someone else to love, so go on your merry way. The only price I had to pay was a few tears that I shed, and I found out that I need you like I need a hole in my head. When I found out you lied, something real inside me died. And I laugh when I think how I cried over you.
Piano, piano, yes, more piano. Instrument in the world, that little mandolin. Here comes Albert.
I laugh when I think how I cried over you, cried over dreams that weren't meant to come true. I'll smile 'cause I know that it's better this way. 'Cause I found someone else to love, so go on your merry way. The only price I had to pay was the few tears that I shed, and I found out that I need you like I need a hole in my head. When I found out you lied, something real inside me died.
Yes, sir.
And I laugh when I think how I cried over you.
I know I'm not the husband that I should have been. I have many faults, I know that's true. It's caused you to resent, but I say in my defense, nobody ever loved you like I do. Your children love you dearly, They all loved you so, but I want you to know nobody ever loved you like I do. Nobody ever loved you, heart, mind, and soul. I'm just no good at words, so I seldom told you so. So if you're gonna leave, I just hope you can believe nobody ever loved you like I do. Nobody ever loved you, heart, mind, and soul. I'm just no good at words, so I seldom told you so. So if you're gonna leave, I just hope you can believe nobody ever loved you like I do. Nobody ever loved you like I do.
So you thought real traditional country music no longer existed. Well, you found it today. It's right here on Billy Bowles Swingin' Country. It's every Saturday, 10 to noon Central, at KSSLFM.com, streaming around the world and locally at 107.3 and 94.1 FM. That's KSSL. Keep swinging country.
I could teach the world how to smile. I could be glad all of the while. I could change the gray skies to blue if I had you. I could leave the old days behind, leave all my pals, I wouldn't mind. I could start my whole life anew if I had you. I could climb a snow-capped mountain, sail the mighty ocean wide. I could cross the burning desert if I had you by my side. I could be a king, dear, uncrowned, humble or poor, rich or renowned. There is nothing I couldn't do if I had you. Could be a king, dear, uncrowned, humble or poor, rich or renowned. There is nothing I couldn't do if I had you. There is nothing I couldn't do if I had you.
His dark brown hair has turned to gray. Blue eyes sad, time slipped away. Two old friends, they meet again. Small talk, dancing, remembering when they were young, let love begin. Now slipped away, where has it been? Love still lives. Love still lives. Like a long lost friend, love still lives. She looked into his sad blue eyes, took his hand, began to cry. Two beating hearts wondering why. I slipped away, the years passed by. He gently brushed her tears away. He softly kissed the years away. Love still lives. Love still lives. Like a long lost friend, love still lives. Like a long lost friend, love still lives.
This Gail Prather, I want to thank y'all so much for listening to that old song of mine that you just heard on KSSL radio. My CDs are available at all pawn shops in the Southwest. You can buy them out of pawn for about a third of the price. Thank you so much. I love you.
All right, that first group started out with I Laugh When I Think I Cried Over You, Tommy Thomsen. And Nobody Ever Loved You Like I Do, Cowboy Joe Babcock. If I Had You, Jimmy Burson. And Love Still Lives, Gil Prather, my old buddy. And that's all brought to you by my good friends at Hometown Tire. That's Sundown, Texas, and Wolford, Texas. The original location was Sundown, used to be known as Sundown Tire and Lube. Now with two locations, they're known as Hometown Tire, 903 South Slaughter, Sundown, Texas, and 839 Highway 6282 in Wolford. That's Jake Gregory over there. Be sure and let them know you're hearing about them right here on Billy Bowles Swinging Country. They'll take care of all your tire needs. Anything in the world that requires tires, they can take care of you and do it in fine, fast fashion, fair prices, great service. They also offer roadside service covering all the great area of the South Plains. In Sundown, you call 806-229-2222. Wolford, 806-781-0301. Well, let's hear from some of the folks that we're going to be seeing and hearing coming up in 1 week at the Coyote Country Store. Let's hear one now from Bobby Flores and the Yellow Rose Band, Kelly Spinks and Miles of Texas, and Will Banister and the Modern Day Ramblers. See if we can catch Will and get him on the line with us, I hope.
the sun will rise tomorrow morning. And when the sun comes up, I'll still be blue. I know a storm can come without a warning, but I don't know why I keep loving you. I keep waiting for the change that I've waited for so long. The change that will mean you love me too. But I know from the past there'll be no changing, and I don't know why I keep loving you.
I know that you can't help the things you're doing. You don't mean to hurt me, but you do. And I know if this keeps on, you'll be my ruin. But I don't know why I keep loving you. I keep waiting for the change that I've waited for so long. The change that would mean you love me too.
But I know from the past there'll be no changing, and I don't know why I keep loving you.
All I own to build her a home. Heaven's gate was in her loving arms. I took her at her word, loving everything I heard, blinded and captured by her charm. And if her lips are moving, she's lying to you. And she won't mind the pain she puts you through. She'll make you do the things I used to do. If her lips are moving, she's lying to you. Did my part. I thought we were one heart. Its beating drove my closest friends away. Oh, how could such eyes hide such a sinner deep inside, who'd leave a trusting soul with hell to pay? And if her lips are moving, she's lying to you. And she won't mind the pain she puts you through. She'll make you do the things I used to do. If her lips are moving,
Hey, this is Kelly Spinks. You just heard one of my songs, Billy Bowles, Swinging Country. He just played for you. Thank you very much, Billy. Keep them going. Keep them turning.
Make it easy for me to write a hurting song. It's so hard to write a song of love that's true. You make it easy for me to write a hurting song. How come hurting me comes so easy for you? What you had in mind, and I tried to satisfy your every whim. Turns out the love you gave me was a different kind. That's a love I never cared to feel again. You make it easy for me to write a hurting song. It's so hard to write a song of love that's true. You make it easy for me to write a hurting song. How come hurting me comes so easy for you? The hurt you had in store for me, I'd have done my best to not let myself fall. You know I'd give you all the love you'll ever need. Still it seems you never cared for me at all. Make it easy for me to write a hurting song. It's so hard to write a song of love that's true. You make it easy for me to write a hurting song. How come hurting me comes so easy for you? So easy for you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that little group started out with I Don't Know Why I Keep Loving You. And If Her Lips Are Moving, She's Lying, Kelly Spinks, and Hurtin' Song, Will Banister. So you've heard the lineup we're going to be seeing and hearing next week at the Coyote Country Store, Gail, Texas. And joining me on the phone right now is Will Banister. Howdy, Will. Welcome back.
Hey, Billy. Thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure, my friend.
Well, same here. We're just going to get to be on your show.
Well, as we always say, you and I kind of started out in this wacky music business at the same time, and kind of followed each other and helped and seen each other growing with it, and I'm mighty proud of your accomplishments, my friend.
Well, I appreciate that, and I'm proud of yours as well, Billy. It's been a pleasure getting to know you and visiting with you all through the years.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll tell you what, 1 week from tonight, we got you out there at the Coyote Country Store. I mean, what an incredible lineup.
I guarantee you, I've been excited about this one for a long time now, and of course, it's a privilege to get to share the stage with Kelly Spinks and Bobby Flores and all them great pickers out there.
And by the way, they have both said the exact same thing about you. So I think we got absolutely 3 bands that respect and admire each other and all like each other and get along, and it's going to be a fantastic time for everybody.
Yes, sir. It sure is. It's going to be a lot of fun, and for us, and hopefully I know the crowd will have a good time.
Well, how could they not? They better be in their dancing boots. Don't wear your flip-flops or anything now, ladies. Come on, wear your dancing boots, because you got 3 absolutely incredible dance bands with Will Banister and the Modern Day Ramblers, Kelly Spinks and Miles of Texas, and Bobby Flores and the Yellow Rose Band. You're going to get your workout that night.
Yes, sir. That's exactly right.
Go ahead and eat an extra piece of cake or an extra piece of pie, because you don't have a thing to worry about. You're going to dance off every calorie if you get out there on that floor, I promise you.
That's right.
Well, what else is happening in your world?
Well, just staying busy. Been doing some, a few acoustic shows here and there, and yeah, it's, been trying to do a little writing and what have you. And,
okay, does that mean I've got something to look forward to in the near future?
Well, yeah, just keep your eye out for it, and yeah, I've got some things in the works and everything. So I mean, I'm not quite ready to I don't have an exact target date down or anything, but
right.
Yeah, we've got some stuff in the works and everything, and I guarantee you'll be the first to know about it, Billy.
Well, I appreciate that. And how's Jill's hand doing and everything, Jill Mulhair?
Well, she's going to miss the Gail deal. She's got to have another operation on that deal. I got to take that plate out of it. But I mean, overall, I think she's doing good, and she's played a few times, but she's still pretty sore overall, that deal. So
right. Well, she did a really great job. I was surprised when y'all were out there recently. That was the Mo Bandy show, I believe.
That was, yes, yeah. And she was having hand problems then, but yeah, she did a great job, and just like always, and so yeah, we're anxious for her to get back to normal.
Absolutely. Well, Will, as always, the door's open. You ever need anything, you just call me. You need any kind of special promotions or anything, you know my number, and you're free to call any time. And you ever need to get on the air about something, the invitation's always, the welcome mat's always out for you.
Well, Billy, I sure appreciate it, and thank you so much for having me on again today.
Absolutely. Well, coming out of this, folks, we're going to play the song that really put you on the map, I would say, turned her on to country, and follow that up with one I would say has to be somewhat biographical, wouldn't you say, Will, in Lucky Man?
Yes, sir, it sure is.
All right. Well, here they come now. Here, appreciate you, Will.
Thank you so much, Billy. Take care.
Keep swinging country.
Pretty girl from the city, how she loved her rock and roll. Screaming guitars and hip-hop bars was all she'd ever known. From one little glance to one slow dance, and any city girl could see that I turned her on to country, and country turned her on to me. I'd only sang a song or two when she walked in through the door. Her beautiful smile, her high-class style was something like I'd never seen before. We started to play, she turned my way. By the look that she gave me, I knew I turned her on to country, country turned her on to me. I've seen my name in a magazine, seen my face there on the screen. I've seen some places this old poor boy thought he'd never see, living a country singer's dream. I've took some chances and defied the odds, 2 to 1 a time or two. I've done most everything that I've ever dreamed, and I owe it all to you. A lucky man can make his living doing what he loves to do. I make my living making music, but I couldn't do it without you. Heard my song play on the radio, heard the DJ call my name. I've heard the voices of 1,000 screaming fans. I wouldn't trade a single thing. I know that when I'm gone you're lonely sometimes. Baby, I get lonely too. But there's one thing that I always keep in mind: I couldn't do it without you. A lucky man can make his living doing what he loves to do. I make my living making music, but I couldn't do it without you. No, I'm a lucky man, lucky man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Gail, Texas, Coyote Country Store, where the traditions live and the legends play, 1 week from tonight. The gates open at 7. $25 reserved seating. You call Becky Justice, 806-756-4330. $10 cooler charge. And I promise you one heck of a night of dancing once again with Will Banister and the Modern Day Ramblers, Kelly Spinks and Miles of Texas, and Bobby Flores and the Yellow Rose Band. Again, Coyote Country Store. Look them up online, outhousetickets.com. Call Becky at 806-756-4330. Then coming up next month, September the 7th, they've got Tony Booth and Texas Dancehall Legend Johnny Bush. Be sure and order your tickets for that one right now as well. And let's hear a double shot now each from Tony Booth and Johnny Bush.
Today when I saw you, it brought back memories. Some made me smile and others brought me pain. You walked by as if you didn't see me. After all these years, you haven't changed. that used to love me. Someone I tried but couldn't hold on to. You look like someone that used to love me. And I look like someone who still loves you. You must be doing well, you sure look lovely. What a fool I was to ever let you go. Sweetheart, you must be over me completely. 'Cause if you still hurt, no one would ever know. You look like someone that used to love me. Someone I tried but couldn't hold on to. You look like someone that used to love me. And I look like someone who still loves you. And I look like someone who still loves you.
I'll play second fiddle to your new love while it lasts. Just like all the others I've played for in the past. Why can't I be a leader and play your leading part? Why must I always have to play second fiddle in your heart? Play, fiddle, play. Well, there never come a day when I won't have to play the part of second fiddle in your heart. Each time you find a new love, you leave me here to cry. The teardrops tell the story of a love that just won't die. Like an early morning paper, the news you get just part. Why must I always have to play second fiddle in your heart? Play, fiddle, play. Well, there never come a day when I won't have to play the part of second fiddle in your heart.
Friends, you're listening to Billy Bowles Swingin' Country every Saturday, 10 to noon Central Time. That's at 107.3, 94.1, and streaming around the entire world at KSSLFM.com. Thank you for listening.
It's late and she's waiting, and I know I should go home. But every time I start to leave, they play another song. Then someone buys another round, and whenever drinks are free, what made Milwaukee famous has made a loser out of me. Baby begged me not to go so many times before. She said love and happiness can't live behind those swinging doors. Now she's gone and I'm to blame. Too late I finally see what made Milwaukee famous has made a loser out of me. Baby begged me not to go so many times before. She said love and happiness can't live behind those swinging doors. Now she's gone and I'm to blame. Too late I finally see what made Milwaukee famous has made a fool out of me. What made Milwaukee famous has made a loser out of me.
If you can't say you love me, say you hate me, and that you regret each time you held me tight. If you can't be mine forever, then forsake me. If you can't undo the wrong, undo the right. It was right when you loved me only, but wrong when you held another tight. So before you go away and leave me lonely, if you can't undo the wrong, undo the right, it's too late to say your heart is filled with sorrow. You can't undo what's done. Why do you try? So before you go away and leave me lonely, if you can't undo the wrong, undo the right. It's too late to say your heart is filled with sorrow. You can't undo what's done. Why do you try? So before you go away and leave me lonely, if you can't undo the wrong, undo the right.
Tell you what, friends, Becky Justice just has all kinds of incredible things happening at the Coyote Country Store. As you just heard a double shot from Tony Booth, You Look Like Someone That Used to Love Me. Whoa, second fiddle, Tony Booth. And Texas dancehall legend with What Made Milwaukee Famous, and one of his biggest known ones, Undo the Right. Yes, indeed, that is September the 7th. Coyote Country Store, Gail, Texas. OuthouseTickets.com. Call Becky, 806-756-4330. Now, this next portion is brought to you by Mudrock Recording Studio, located at 1309 West County Road 114, Midland, Texas. Yes, indeed, a true world-class oasis in the desert recording studio. And I guarantee you, Ken Goldsmith made certain to spare no expenses, leave no stone unturned to make it the best studio in this part of the world, and they will handle everything for you. Recordings, videos, publishing, marketing, and distribution. Check them out online, mudrockstudio.com. Also, NashvilleOnTheBrazos.com. You can call 432-687-6837. All right, let's get on right now with a double shot from Ken Goldsmith.
Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. Close the door to temptation. Don't let me walk through. Turn away from me, darling. I'm begging you to. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. I belong to another whose heart has grown cold, but I promise forever to have and to hold. I can never be free, dear, but when I'm with you, I know that I'm losing the will to be true. Please help me, I'm falling, and that would be sin. Close the door to temptation. Don't let me walk in, or I shouldn't want you, but darling, I do. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. No, I shouldn't want you, but darling, I do. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. I had a brush with love, it swept me off my feet. I couldn't help myself, her lips were much too sweet. Oh, was I ever close? Yeah, I took such a risk. Man, what a brush with love when kissing them sweet lips. Oh boy, am I in danger, I think I lost my mind. I could almost love her, but I'm not the loving kind. Not looking for commitment, what am I thinking of? I'm feeling such excitement since I had that brush with love.
is looking good, and there just ain't a doubt. It's not an easy thing to turning back on now. Now I don't understand myself, oh I can't figure this. Before I go I think I'll dare and try just one more kiss. Oh boy, am I in danger, I think I lost my mind. I could almost love her, but I'm not the loving kind. Not looking for commitment, what am I thinking of? I'm feeling such excitement since I had that brush with love. I'm feeling such excitement since I had that brush with love.
Hope you enjoyed those two songs. Please help me, I'm falling in love with you. Old Hank Cochran tune done very well there by Ken Goldsmith. And an original, A Brush with Love. Ken Goldsmith. Also, his primary business, he's owner and proprietor of Mudsmith Drilling Fluids Company, located in Midland and Snyder. Now, there have been various jobs open lately. Be sure and look online at mudsmith.com and check out the job openings. And they're always needing truck drivers that have their CDL, of course, and their hazmat and tanker endorsements. Must be at least 21 or older, clean driving, clean criminal record, drug-free, and good physical health. They offer group health insurance, 401k savings, scheduled time off. You can call Ken at 432-687-6837. Email resumes and work history to Ken Goldsmith at mudsmith.com or show up in person, 1309 West County Road, 114, Midland, Texas. And also want to remind you, if you've got any kind of electrical needs whatsoever in Lubbock County, immediate surrounding area, you need one name and one number. That's County Line Electric, Jackie Tenry, 806-441-8854. He'll light up your life. That's our motto. We light up your life. Whatever your electrical needs for anything and everything, it does not matter if it's residential, commercial, industrial, agricultural, or otherwise. Institutional, it don't matter. Jackie Tenry, 806-441-8854. Let them know you heard about it on KSSL and on Billy Bowles Swingin' Country. Now let's hear a couple of Western songs. Let's hear from our cowboy friend Donnie Poindexter and another friend of mine out in California with a really cool song called Tequila, Texas Nights. Ron Christopher. Enjoy, friends.
Well, they rode for the brand and about 2 bits a day, living their dreams, making their own way. But the winter of '87 brought deep snow and bitter cold. Their lives changed forever, those cowboys of old. But you can't break their spirit, and you can't take their pride. They'll still be cowboys on the day that they die. Those cowboys of old. Well, the blizzard, it rages on. Northern plains saw no sun. Spring fall would reveal all the damage it had done. The cattle, they drifted and died from the cold. They called it the big die-up, those cowboys of old. But you can't break their spirit, and you can't take their pride. they'll still be cowboys on the day that they die. Those cowboys of old. The big outfits they busted, all that's left was their lore. The foreigners that vested and boarded up their doors. The cowboys they wandered, riding chuck line took its toll. Some chose long rope and running iron, those cowboys of old. But you can't break their spirit, and you can't take their pride. They'll still be cowboys on the day that they die. Those cowboys of old. But you can't break their spirit, and you can't take their pride. They'll still be cowboys on the day that they die. Those cowboys of old. Those cowboys of old. Those cowboys of old.
Motel room in Dallas on the sorry side of town. One hand holds the bottle, the other bolts it down as he stares out from the window in the pale pink neon glow. His thoughts are on the woman that he left so long ago. He remembers how she held him that last night in L.A. He did all he could in Hollywood but give his songs away. So he went off to sing in Houston. He was on the midnight flight, his first of many sleepless cold tequila Texas nights. Now he's had far too much tequila, far too little sleep, far too many memories. The wounds are far too deep, far too much of nothing. Nothing's going right on a sleepless cold tequila Texas night. Must have been a month ago, the last time that she phoned. She cried and said she loved him, but tired of hanging on. Now the morning's softly dawning, the eastern sky is bright, but he's still lost in the sleepless cold tequila Texas night. Now he's had far too much tequila, far too little sleep, far too many memories. The wounds are far too deep, far too much of nothing. Nothing's going right on a sleepless cold tequila Texas night. Now he's had far too much tequila, far too little sleep, far too many memories. The wounds are far too deep, far too much of nothing. Nothing's going right on a sleepless cold tequila Texas night. Lord, it's a sleepless cold tequila Texas night.
Those cowboys of old, Donnie Poindexter, and Tequila, Texas Nights, Ron Christopher. Getting a little bit western on you there, friends, and that's brought to you by our really good friends at Coyote's Salsa Company, born right here in Slayton, Texas. Kyle Lancaster and the crew have really struck gold with Coyote's Salsa. And speaking of gold, don't forget their queso. Available in all your major Texas supermarkets in the refrigerated section because it is real food. It's not a jar of chemical preservatives, if you know what I mean. And it's so incredibly delicious. Silver Tuck's the mild and Black Tuck's made with the roasted salsa. Oh man, is it ever delicious. And their salsas available in gentle, original, hot, scorching habanero, roasted, chunky garlic, medium and hot, and ghost pepper, scary hot. And you know what? I've tried everything now except the gentle. I love them all, and I use them for different purposes. Certain things I love to use the chunky garlic in cooking. Other things I love to use the roasted. And any of them are great for dipping and eating. And I tell you what, you got a party planned, you're going to a party, make a hit out of things. Take along the Kylitos, Kylitos. Available in Walmart and Sam's Clubs in Alabama, Arkansas, California, Florida, Georgia, Kansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Texas, and still growing. If you can't find it, order it online, Kylitos, Kylitos.com. Make sure they know that you heard about it right here on Billy Bowles Swingin' Country, KSSL. Well, now, the first of 6 world radio premiere recordings today from my friend Carl Vaughn. And we're going to play the first one right now called Here in Old Fort Worth. See if I can't get him on the line to join us.
There ain't no place in Texas like here in old Fort Worth, where the Chisholm Trail and Comanche tell how they got here first, where some mighty good old cowboys came to quench their thirst. There ain't no place in Texas like here in old Fort Worth. I've heard them old stories about Gus and Captain Call, how they run them old bandits out, but they didn't get them all. There's cattle on the plains and oil well standing tall. There wouldn't be no Texas if the Alamo didn't fall. There ain't no place in Texas like here in old Fort Worth, where the Chisholm Trail and Comanche tell how they got here first, where some mighty good old cowboys came to quench their thirst. There ain't no place in Texas like here in old Fort Worth. Now the times are a-changing and the world is getting small. There's a different kind of bandit that's trying to get us all. But in Texas we'll remain united and resolved. We'll fight for our freedom, but we'd rather have a ball. There ain't no place in Texas like here in old Fort Worth, where the Chisholm Trail and Comanche tell how they got here first, where some mighty good old cowboys came to quench their thirst. There ain't no place in Texas like here in old Fort Worth. There ain't no place in Texas like here in old Fort Worth.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a song I do recognize. It was called Here in Old Fort Worth. And the reason I recognize it is because I've played it before by a fella that I believe wrote it. And that's old Jerry Webb, friend of mine out there in the Fort Worth area. And the man that just recorded it and put it out, that was the first of 6 recordings we're going to world radio premiere today from Carl Vaughn. And joining me on the phone right now is Carl. Welcome to Swingin' Country, Carl Vaughn.
Well, Billy, I'm so glad to be here, and you're sounding really good, too.
Well, thank you. You know, the first thing I said, Carl, when I suddenly found myself very unexpectedly with a radio show, I remember telling the fella that gave me that opportunity, I said, I don't have a disc jockey voice, man. He said, it don't matter. And I was really worried about that. I do not, us to this day, say I do not have a disc jockey voice. But I learned something shortly thereafter I did have, and it had never dawned on me, that it would be an asset. And that is because, you know, streaming and everything, I was finding out that people in other countries and other parts of the United States as well were loving the Texas accent, and that just comes natural.
Oh, you know what? I've run into that all over the world, Billy. People, they would come up and say, "Oh, just talk to me. I want to hear your Texas drawl." So you're right. You're right.
You know, I can give you 2 examples that actually make me understand that a little bit. I remember when I was in the Army, I had a few dates with a soldier gal that was from Georgia, and I just loved her Georgia accent.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's a disc jockey friend of ours. You've probably met him. If not, you certainly need to get to know him, and I'll make sure he knows about your music. Western Ridge, Sean Hickey, out of Australia. Now, he's in Arkansas now, but he has that Australian accent and really captures his audience attention with it. So I understand.
Absolutely. I just did a radio interview with Sean last week. Last month. Yeah.
Great. Well, then you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, again, this is your first recording, and I believe you told me something like 20 years.
Yes, sir. I thought I had retired.
Okay. What happened?
I have writers that bring me music all the time and wanting to record, and Jerry Webb, you mentioned him. To me, is one of the most underrated writers out there. Jerry's a tremendous country music writer.
Yes.
And Jerry Max Lane and I were good friends for 50-something years, and Jerry would bring me music. I recorded a lot of Jerry Max's songs. And then a fellow from Meridian, Mississippi, by the name of Clyde Pitts, brought me some songs.
Uh-huh.
Now Clyde had written Sweetheart of the Year that Ray Price had recorded, and he also wrote Double Life, which Little Joe Carson recorded. And he's had a bunch of different people record his stuff, and he drove all the way from Mississippi to meet me and talk to me about recording some of his songs.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
Well, it's just, you know, people like what we do, and like I said, I'd retired. I'd kind of made up my mind it was time to go fishing, and I had 6 boats, and people come by and bought all my boats, and I bought another one, and somebody come by in 3 hours and bought that one, so I didn't have a boat, so I had to do something, so I went back to singing.
Well, now that's a twist I've not heard before, so you definitely went in a unique story there. The first I knew of this, in all reality, Carl, last year at the my annual Academy of Western Artists Pre-Awards Jam was at the Longhorn Saloon.
Yes, sir.
And Greg Irvin and he kind of called me over to a corner, and he made mention that this was going to be coming, and would I be interested in possibly World Radio premiering it? And I said, of course. I loved the music that Carl has put out in the past, you know, and so this has been in the plans for quite some time.
Yes, sir, it has. I learned some secrets when I was working in Nashville. I worked up there 20 years, and And I decided when I first went up there that the longevity of a country music singer wasn't very long, to be honest with you. I watch people come up there and struggle and maybe get, a pretty decent record. So I decided to learn what made that work. And I kind of started working behind the scenes in production, and I learned about recording studios and things of that nature. What people kind of look for in music. Mm-hmm. And so I spent a good portion, 20 years working up there and learning different things, and it's come in quite handy, let me tell you. I've been doing this for 72 years now. So
wow, that's
and I'm only 68 now, Billy.
Now that don't compute quite right somehow.
I actually started in the music business when I was 4 years old. I really did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, coming out of this first part of our interview, we're going to play a couple more back-to-back. Which one would you like for me to start with?
Why don't we do one of Clyde Pitt's songs? This is a great song, a good Texas top shuffle called Back to Normal.
Okay, and I tell you what, I'll follow that one up with the title cut called Dancing with Katie. Now, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with you here, Carl. Let's listen to these two more World Radio premieres here.
You're gone, and I'm all alone again. The way it seems it's almost always been. Now after loving you, to lose you just don't seem fair. But when I get back to normal, I won't care. I'm tempted like all the other times to beg you just to try to change your mind. Sure like to call your number, but I don't dare. And when I get back to normal, I won't care. When I get back to normal, there'll be no burning pain. And I'll feel normal smiling when somebody mentions your name. It's plain to see that you don't care at all. And the normal thing for me would be to crawl. I'd sure like to call your number, but I don't dare. And when I get back to normal, I won't care. When I get back to normal, I won't care. Tonight I'm getting ready for a showdown. I'm getting all dressed up for a hoedown. I've waited for so long and I finally got a chance. Tonight a special lady finally promised me a dance. I know that old wild horse will be jumping. I wonder, could this be the start of something? I'll be the first in line when they turn on the lights, and I'll be dancing with Katie tonight. The first time I saw Katie walking toward me, she started talking drinking, much to my surprise. I don't remember anything that Katie was saying, just that she was smiling and looked right into my eyes. Well, everybody told me there was no chance, but Katie finally promised me a slow dance. She's a lady, but she won't mind if I hold her tight, and I'll be dancing with Katie tonight. Hypnotized. I don't remember anything that Katie was saying, just that she was smiling and looked right into my eyes. Well, everybody told me there was no chance, but Katie finally promised me a slow dance. She's a lady, but she won't mind if I hold her tight, and I'll be dancing with Katie tonight. She's a lady, but she won't mind if I hold her tight, and I'll be dancing with Katie tonight.
All right, Carl, man, I tell you what, a couple of great songs there. Tell me about Back to Normal.
Well, Back to Normal was actually, has not been recorded before, and the Dancing with Katie had not either. That's one that Clyde Pitt, those two Clyde Pitts, Be Up, that's the two that Clyde Pitts brought me from when he came over from Meridian, Mississippi, and he talked to me a long time. And normally when I go in and do a recording session, whether it's on me or maybe somebody I'm producing, I try to do one song at least, that we're not going to put on an album and do things with, and I kind of keep those up, and later on I can find a place to put them. Most people get in a hurry to get their stuff out, and that's probably the worst thing they can do is get in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
And so those two songs were actually the tags on a couple of sessions that I did for other people, and then we just paid the musicians in the studio time, and we did these two songs at the end of a session that we did.
Well, they're both great songs, and I've got to tell you, Dancing with Katie is one of those I think would have been an absolute monster hit in the heyday of the Texas dance hall scene back after that movie came out, Urban Cowboy and stuff. That's the type of song that would hit, and I think it'll hit today among people as well, especially those of us that remember those type days so well.
Well, you'd be surprised at the number of young people that I have played this for, like in the studio when they're working on things, and they just absolutely love it. They really did.
Great.
And they tap their feet to it, and I've seen them dance in the studio when we were working on these things. So,
well, that's outstanding. That's when you know you got something, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely. So I just love the song. And I told Clyde I'd be more than happy to do it, and I did it on the back, like I said, on the back end of another session, and just kept it in the can. And Greg finally talked me into releasing this stuff, and I had, I don't know, 15 or 20 songs that hadn't been out before by me,
mm-hmm.
And so we just put this thing together.
Wow. And you mentioned something that reminded me of a story, not to ruin your story or anything, but it reminded me, Merle Haggard apparently had that same philosophy as you, because when Merle passed away, I was listening to a fellow disc jockey's radio show out of Missouri, and he had one of Merle's people on, and this guy made mention that there was somewhere between 300 and 400 songs already recorded in the can that are yet to ever come out from Merle Haggard.
Absolutely. Yes.
So,
that's the truth. I knew a lot of Merle's band members, and they talked about that quite often. Yes.
Wow. So, yes, what you're saying makes perfect sense.
Well, it's a business, Billy. Most people don't treat it as a business. They treat it kind of like a party, but it is a business. It's called a music business for a reason.
Right.
And it is a business, so you got a plan, just like you were out there on a Fortune 500 company, or whether you were, driving a truck. You don't just get in it and take off. You got a plan. You're going to go somewhere, and that's what you do in the music business.
Right. Well, this is a very interesting visit we're having, and again, I'm blown away with this music, and I see why Greg wanted to put this out with Eye to Eye Records, and I tell you what, let's play a couple more. What would you like for me to play next?
Oh, goodness. Let's do a couple of Jerry Max Lane tunes. These are new songs that hadn't been put out, and when we went in and did this session on Jerry Max, and I just loved them, and he talked to me about recording them, and so we did that, and Jerry Max was a great writer. He wrote a number one hits for George Strait, and his first recording was recorded by Webb Pierce, and so he's had a very long career, and
yes.
And this thing here is She Found Something in Me, one of my favorite tunes on this album.
Okay, and speaking of Jerry Max, how about we'll follow that up with My Lady Sings a Song.
Oh, my wife will love that one.
All right, let's hear them right now.
All right.
Don't go anywhere.
Now I ain't much to look at, I ain't got much on the ball. There's not a lot about me to make a lady fall. Oh, she found something in me, and in her I found it all. Whenever I'm around her, I feel 10 feet tall. When she wraps her arms around me, I feel helpless and small. Oh, she found something in me, and in her I found it all. She found something hidden under all the nothing that was me. She uncovered and I discovered a man I've never seen. Oh, I just can't imagine what could have made her fall. If you think that I'm in heaven, you're thinking way too small. Oh, she found something in me, and in her I found it all. She found something hidden under all the nothing that was me. She uncovered and I discovered a man I've never seen. Oh, if she ever gives me one final farewell call, I'll consider myself lucky she once loved me at all. Oh, she found something in me, and in her I found it all. Yes, in her I found it all. lady sings a song to me about love and harmony, music for my life, and she lets me sing along. My lady sings the blues away, there'll be no cloudy days as long as my lady sings me a song. My lady knows me very well. If something's wrong, I can tell. She opens up her heart and welcomes me inside. Then she sings a lullaby, and I close my eyes, leave all my worries locked outside. My lady sings a song to me about love and harmony, music for my life, and she lets me sing along. My lady sings the blues away, there'll be no cloudy days as long as my lady sings me a song. She don't have to ask me twice to step into paradise. She gave me a key of my very own, and she knows the perfect way to make a perfect day. My sweet lady sings me a song. My lady sings a song to me about love and harmony, music for my life, and she lets me sing along. My lady sings the blues away, and there'll be no cloudy days as long as my lady sings me a song. Just as long as my lady sings me a song.
Oh man, Carl, I absolutely love that she found something in me.
Yep, those are great, aren't they?
That song really, the first time I played it and heard it, it grabbed me. All the songs are great, but for whatever reason, that one is one that just really jumped out at me.
Well, I really, when I heard that and we went in to do that with Jerry Max, I just told him, I said, Jerry, you got a couple of really great songs here, and I hope we can do something with these. Now, one thing I might mention is we don't go in and just record. Very seldom we go in and just record a whole project at one time. We do sometimes. We do the rhythm tracks and things, but these songs on this album are recorded in Patriot Studio, some of it, and Burson, Texas. Smart Productions in Texarkana, Angelo Studio in Nashville, Tennessee. We got great players on there. We got like Dawn Sears is playing singing background on some of them, and so we got national players, Texas players from Mississippi, all over, and so that's what we do in the studio. We try to get different sounds and different feels, and so that's what we do.
Mm-hmm. Well, I tell you what, the name of the album is going to be Dancing with Katie.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be available at iTunes. i2irecords.com, both CDs and downloads. That's the letter I, the number 2, the letter I, i2irecords.com. You know, Carl, so many of the artists that I play here on Swingin' Country have their music listed with I2I Records.
Yes, sir.
And he only handles real traditional country music, western swing, some western music, country gospel, and a little bit of Cajun.
Yes, sir. He does a little bit of all over there, and they're great people, too, and you can really trust them. You know, there's so many people in the music business, you just can't trust them. But I2I Records will absolutely back their products.
Yes, sir. And I guarantee you he's been a tremendous supporter of swinging country. And we appreciate Greg Irvin and I2I Records and their support of swinging country very much. And, you know, he's had some serious health issues lately, and I think he's doing better. I believe he's doing better, and certainly hope so, and keeping him in our prayers for sure.
Yes, sir. I talked with him this morning, and he was just sounding real good.
Good deal. And, you know, I'm just tickled to death that you got your music with him, and it's just been an absolute pleasure visiting with you and World Radio premiering these. And I think, what else would you like to say to the public, and maybe tell us just a brief history of how you actually got started? You told us how you made a comeback. Where did you come from in the music business?
I actually was born and raised in Cleveland, Texas, and there was a live radio program on Saturday mornings, and they actually hired me from when I was 4 years old until I was, I was in school, and I would come in every Saturday morning and sing, and it just progressed from there. And then I worked all the way through school on weekends at different places, even up through high school, and I put myself through college working some of the roughest nightclubs in North Texas. And when I got out of college, Nashville actually sent a producer down in 1966 and to listen to me, and he took me back to Nashville, recorded a session with up there, new songs. I'd never heard them. They just kind of threw them at me, and I sung them at the time. And like most people, nothing came of it, so I came back home. And then in 1968, they sent another producer by the name of Daryl Glenn down, and Daryl took me back, and we recorded a song that Howard Crockett wrote. One of the secrets is to find songs, find the great songs, and they're out there. I've never recorded a song I've written. I always found someone I like better, song I like better, yes. And so we went back up there, and I recorded a song called Jimmy Jacob, and we finished up about 10 o'clock at night. By 9 o'clock the next morning, I had offers from the 5 major labels to sign with them.
Wow.
So, and we chose Monument, an independent label. They just made the best deal. And so that was Columbia, Decca, RCA, all of them trying to get the song that I'd come up with. So when you do that, when you find the song, it'll open doors.
Apparently.
Yes, sir.
And then later on in life, it seems the door opens again, apparently, for some folks like yourself.
Yes.
Well, I tell you what, this has been a real pleasure for me, and I'm going to play one more from this, and the rest of them, folks, you're going to have to order the downloads or the CD and hear the rest of them, because it is a great album, and I am very proud and honored that you and Greg allowed me to World Radio premiere from this. And I'm going to do one more called Turn to the Wine.
This is a good Texas shuffle here.
Oh, boy, I love a good Texas shuffle.
Absolutely.
And I tell you what else I'm going to do. I'm going to follow that up with 3 more folks I'm certain you know that are great eye-to-eye artists. We're going to hear one immediately following from Dennis Ledbetter, Chuck Cusimano, and Buddy Rabel. Enjoy these tunes. Carl, thank you so much for being on Swingin' Country.
Thank you, Billy.
I turn to the wine just in time, right before you said we were through. Oh, I'm could have lost my mind. Now the wine just saved me from the truth. I've watched the neon flash as they fill my glass. My new friends understand why I'm blue. I'll rewrite my past where I'm safe at last. In this honky-tonk with no mention of you. The wine doesn't care if I'm wrong or I'm right. Without the wine, I might have lost my mind. I turn to the wine to forget you each night. I turn right to wrong and then I turn to the wine. The wine doesn't care if I'm wrong or I'm right. Without the wine, I might have lost my mind. I turn to the wine to forget you each night. I turn right to wrong and then I turn to the wine. I turn right to wrong and then I turn to the wine.
Hello, folks. This is Dennis Ledbetter, and you're listening to Billy Bowles Swinging Country on KSSL.
As I drink this shot of whiskey, I feel it burning, going down. Girl, I'd rather feel that burn than let your memory come around. 'Cause it takes me back to yesterday when we were so in love. So I'll let the bottle kill me before your memory does. I'll let the bottle kill me, even though I need to stop. I'll drink to keep from thinking that we're through. Girl, don't feel sorry for me. It's the only thing I've got to help me with the pain of losing you. It's 1 a.m. and I'm still here, shooting doubles and wanting more. Knowing that tomorrow I'll be crawling across the floor. I know I need to sober up, purge this poison from my blood. I'll let the bottle kill me before your memory does. the only thing I've got to help me with the pain of losing you. If I don't drink, I'll hurt much more, knowing I don't have your love. I'll let the bottle kill me before your memory does. I'll let the bottle kill me before your memory does.
Hello, folks. This is Chuck Cusimano. You're listening to KSSL, Billy Bowles Swinging Country. We're streaming the world at KSSLFM.com.
There's nothing good on TV in this shabby old motel. So I got my faithful guitar and a bottle of Muscatel. It took every dime I had, but I'm here for the night. 3 chords and a bottle, and I'll just sit here and write. 3 chords and a bottle, and a song that tells it all. I lock myself inside these lonely motel walls. I'll write until my pen runs dry or my fingers start to bleed. 3 chords and a bottle, and I'll write you right out of me. And the words will come to mind. The words will tell a story of the past I leave behind. And the bottle, it will clean the rust as these wheels start to turn. I'll write about a love gone wrong and a past I need to burn. 3 chords and a bottle, and a song that tells it all. I lock myself inside these lonely motel walls. I'll write until my pen runs dry or my fingers start to bleed. 3 chords and a bottle, and I'll write you right out of me. 3 chords and a bottle, and I'll write you right out.
Just dropped in to tell my friends goodbye. Your being here never crossed my mind. How many tears must fall before I learn that the more you fan a fire, the more it burns. It hurts to see you out with your new crowd, where the lights are dim and music plays so loud. How many tears must fall before I learn that the more you fan a fire, the more it burns. The more it burns out of control, with a longing for someone that I can't hold. How many tears must fall before I learn that the more you fan a fire, the more it burns. The more it burns out of control, with a longing for someone that I can't hold. How many tears must fall before I learn that the more you fan a fire, the more it burns.
Okay, we again want to thank Carl Vaughn for joining us, and that group right there started out with the last 6 World Radio premiered from him, Turn to the Wine. And then one that was written by my good friend Brad Howard and recorded and redone by our good friend Dennis Ledbetter, I'll Let the Bottle Kill Me. And 3 Chords in a Bottle, Chuck Cusimano. And The More It Burns, Buddy Rabel. Great artist, all available at i2irecords.com. The letter I, the number 2, the letter I, i2irecords.com. And thank you, Greg Irvin, for supporting swinging country and country music in general. As Carl pointed out, a very trustworthy business to work with, i2i Records. Well, I'll tell you what, we mentioned Carlitos a while ago. Kind of got my appetite stirring and got me thinking about a couple of songs that kind of go together here. Let's hear Fried Chicken, Mashed Potatoes, and Sweet Milk Gravy, Joe Babcock, and Bab Discovered Dish, Booger Swamp Rhythm Section. Enjoy.
When I was a little boy, I had my ups and downs. I had a little problem with the bully of the town. When I was feeling kinda low, my mother always gave me fried chicken and mashed potatoes and sweet milk gravy. I grew up and went to work on a farm in Tennessee. The lady of the house asked me what I like to eat. I said there's one thing that I crave, and I don't mean maybe. It's fried chicken and mashed potatoes and sweet milk gravy. One day while I was in the war, a letter came from home. That gal of mine was wondering if I loved her so. She asked me what I missed the most while serving in the Navy. I said fried chicken and mashed potatoes, sweet milk gravy. told her from the first, now if you're gonna marry me, you're gonna have to learn to cook it if you're gonna be my baby. It's fried chicken and mashed potatoes and sweet milk gravy. We had a little boy and he was healthy as can be. I took him up to Mom and Dad to see the family. Everybody asked me, Joe, what do you feed that baby? I said fried chicken and mashed potatoes and sweet milk gravy. I took sick one day and folks all thought that I would die. The preacher said you'd better come and say your last goodbye. I told the doctor there's only one thing that can save me. It's fried chicken and mashed potatoes and sweet milk gravy. Someday in that great beyond, away up in the sky, they say that there will be a lovely banquet in the sky. I don't care just what they serve as long as they will save me. Some fried chicken and mashed potatoes and sweet milk gravy. Springer Mountain chicken and mashed potatoes and sweet milk gravy.
Mama's been in the kitchen, she's been cooking up some food. Come on, let's all get ready, cause we need to be there soon. Well, tell all your friends and neighbors, cause they don't want to miss what a good time we'll be having at the Baptist cover dish. Well, there's corn and beans and taters, fried chicken to name a few. Well, there's cakes and pies and cookies, well, just a little slice will do. Well, there'll be so many dishes, anything that you could wish, as we gather all together at the Baptist cover dish. Well, the preacher said, well, let's bow our heads and let's pray before we eat. We'll ask the Lord to bless us, and then the line starts right behind me. We'll play a game of softball, we'll sing a song of bliss, as we gather all together at the Baptist cover dish. Well, there's corn and beans and taters, fried chicken to name a few. Well, there's cakes and pies and cookies, well, just a little slice will do. Well, there'll be so many dishes, anything that you could wish, as we gather all together at the Baptist cover dish. And we'll sing Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. As we gather all together, as we gather all together, as we gather all together at the Baptist cover dish.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you joining us today, and thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you. We appreciate you listening and telling your friends about it. Invite your friends to join us. That's how we spread the word that real traditional country music, Western music, and Western swing is still very much alive and well, and it's a team effort. It takes all of us. And we love you. Appreciate you listening. Till next time, may God bless you and yours. Keep swinging country, y'all. Adios.